lack of access to water has been at the core of service delivery challenges facing many communities in the Free State. Now we zoom into Winburg to highlight the plight of residents there. Poor infrastructure is the core reason for residents being without water, so we're told. But let's cross now to our colleague Makgala Masiteng, who's there. Makgala, good morning. And of course, a story familiar to so many across the country, but the infrastructure challenges is also what we often hear about. What's the situation in Winburg?
Good morning, Sakina. Of course, as you have indicated, one of the issues that have been highlighted, in fact, by the South African Human Rights Commission here in the Free State, taking back to their report after conducting some of the inquiries, they did indicate, Sakina, that it seems that the issue of service delivery is on top of the critical issues in the province, and at the core, indeed, it is the issue of access to water as well as issues of sanitation. And we have seen, of course, I can't think of a town actually or municipality where there isn't an issue when it comes to the issues of water provision. In fact, the Human Rights Commission did indicate that they see that a lot of these municipalities have failed in their duties of providing access to water. But just to give you a picture of what has been happening in the Free State, of course, not only in Winburg, but recently in Winburg, we have seen that trend of residents, of course, complaining and raising concerns of issues of lack of water in that area. In fact, there's an area that doesn't have water at all, and the issues have been rising with the fact that residents have been saying that municipality would indicate that cables have been stolen, or the issues of the treatment plant not working optimally there. And of course, it is not an issue that is unique only to Winburg. We have seen various issues or various concerns across the province. In Mangaung, we have seen that trend as well of issues of water being cut from time to time. In fact, they've been indicating from time to time that there is an issue, of course, with the infrastructure here. In fact, in the past month, they did go into infrastructure in Daba and also going into investment summit where they were really trying to address some of those issues, because they did mention that, of course, there is an issue with the treatment plants, your infrastructure that is not up to the standard. And it is the situation as well in Masilonyana municipality, where there is an issue in terms of the infrastructure. In fact, the Auditor General's report in the past did indicate that many municipalities are failing to even use your municipal grant that is provided for such issues to actually maintain the infrastructure, where we see a lot of money going back to the national treasury, despite the fact that many residents, or rather the infrastructure across the province, is really not being maintained. We have seen, Sakina, in areas like in Paris, there are areas where taps have run dry for quite some time, and they did indicate that when water comes back, the problem now becomes the issue of water coming dirty and as well as smelly. So those are some of the issues that we'll be highlighting, of course, across the province. We know of Qwaqwa, Madidwa-Phofu municipality. There, the water crisis has been well documented, of course, indicating how terrible situation has been there, of course, linked with the issues of electricity there, that residents have been struggling for quite some time, where they do not have access to water. Even though residents have been raising, Sakina, indicating that we have your Lesotho Highlands water passing next to us, taking water to Gauteng, but we don't have water. Besides that, there is Fikapazo. They say that the dam has enough water, but the problem is that we do not have access to that water that we can actually witness with our eyes that there is water, but coming to our taps is an issue.
And that, of course, a major issue. Thank you so much, Makgala Masiteng, painting a picture for us there about what's happening, not just in Winburg, but other areas in the Free State as well. And she'll be monitoring that situation for us.